Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and there was chaos on the Supreme Court yesterday when one liberal Supreme Court justice excoriated another. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out and help our channel continue to grow. You know, liberal Justice Sonia Sotomayor say a lot of things about her. I disagree with almost every opinion she has. Almost. But a lot of times she comes down on the side of the conservatives. She's not afraid to do that. Yesterday, this newest justice, and she's radical left, Justice Jackson, or Justice Brown Jackson, I don't know how she prefers it, she was interrupting an attorney who was there to argue on behalf of publicly funded religious schools. And the argument is, if you will publicly fund schools for Chinese students, if you'll publicly fund schools for, whatever nationality or segregated thing you want to do, if you'll publicly fund those, then why is religion excluded? You're not endorsing a religion. For example, if a Christian or Catholic school wants to open up, you're going to help with public funding. But if a Muslim or a Jewish school wants to open up, you're going to help them with public funding. It's not exclusive just to Christians and Catholics. That would make it illegal. That would be the government endorsing a religion. But in this case, it's just the government helping to fund alternative forms of schooling that parents may want to send their kids to but can't afford. Now, during this hearing, Justice Jackson interrupts one of the attorneys who were arguing in favor of funding the religious schools when Justice Sotomayor smacks her down and tells her to let him finish talking. That's almost unheard of on the Supreme Court. But Justice Sotomayor, she's old school. She believes in norms and the way the Supreme Court is supposed to be run, and she let her know about it real quick. I want you to watch this, and let me know what you think in the comments.
The Oklahoma Supreme Court said at page 30. This
is not the Catholic Church who's being given this. It's the created new charter.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Number 2, state supervision and control, and maybe I can bracket that. We can come back to that because that's an important one. The state can repeal or close the institution, which this court acknowledged in the Biden case and other cases, and that's clearly the case here. The state can close charter schools, unlike private schools. Number 4, the state has denominated the entity as a public entity. We're not saying that labels decide this case, but it's significant that the state has regarded charter schools as public schools, as has the Congress of the United States and the legislatures of every other state. It would be sort of remarkable for this court to say that everyone else was wrong on that. And 5, the court in Biden in LeBron looked to public understanding. And here, again, public understanding is that charter schools are public schools, just as Congress and every state has recognized. So going back to state control.
Can I so drilling down on that, because I think this is
supervision and control.
Sorry?
Just let him finish on supervision and control.
Go ahead.
So supervision and control. There's extensive oversight of curriculum in a way that doesn't remotely exist for private schools. At the front end, in terms of the application process, where you have to identify the curriculum, applications are often rejected because of the curriculum. Then you have to lay out that you'll meet a number of performance indicators that are set forth at pages 19 to 20 of our statutory addendum, and you have to show that your curriculum will align with the state's academic standards, which are highly reticulated. And then once you do that, every year you are evaluated for compliance with those factors. Academic performance, you're evaluated for financial performance, you're audited, all in ways in which doesn't remotely resemble